Hey, what's up, everybody? Just wanted to give you a quick update before I continue on with this. So, I have a few projects coming up. Not a lot, but, a couple to keep me busy. But before I do that, I just want to do a quick, I don't know if you would call it a review. I don't know if you could review a concert. Or maybe you can. I don't know. I haven't seen any. I just heard about them. But yeah, so last month, March 31st, at the Trocadero, I saw I guess you call them a 90s industrial rock band, Stabbing Westward. For people who grew up in the 90s, you may or may not know that band. I'm trying to think of some, famous soundtracks or movies, they might have been in. The only thing that comes to mind right now is like Spawn. If you guys played Duke Nukem, the video game Time to Kill for PlayStation, they did the opening um, theme to that. In case you want to, check that out. But anyway, so long story short, I've been trying to see this band because it's kind of like nostalgia. I kind of like grew up with them. I mean, they weren't like my go-to band, but it was cool. How often do you get to see a band from your childhood? This group in particular broke up, reformed again with a different name, broke up, or took a break. So anyway, over a course of a couple of years, I missed them consecutively back to back for whatever reason. And they were coming around again once I heard about it at the Trocadero, no less. And it was, from what I heard, it was like the last book show, not the last event, but the last band I guess that was booked for the Trocadero venue. And as you guys know, Trocadero's been around for ages. I made another video about the Troc and how it's closing, and it sucks. So this concert was like really special to me because not only did I get to see a band from the '90s that played music that I haven't heard and like played live in a long, long time. It was cool just being there, and I try to just kind of take it all in. I normally don't drink at shows like that, but I had fun at this show. Um, it was cool. I just took as many pictures and videos as I can. My phone's not great, so I figure I just post a couple just for like ambience, background stuff. And yeah, I just wanted to give you my thoughts on the show. It was great. It was awesome. Most shows I go to are good. Some recently not so well. But this one was pretty cool. It was a packed house, which I was surprised. I guess there was a lot of people that who grew up in this era, happen to like the band, and it was cool. I overheard a lot of people talking while in line. Some people weren't from here, traveled from wherever in Pennsylvania to Philadelphia just to see them. So that's kind of cool to have a fan base that still exists, as it did back in the '90s till today. So that shows you longevity. You know, um, and who knows? I don't know if this band will ever get back together. And so it was kind of like I don't want to say a bucket list, but it's like finally you got to see someone like a group or whatever that you've been looking forward to, and it's it makes you feel complete. That's what I felt like, and it was cool. I don't know if I'll go back to the Trocadero before it closes. They didn't really give you a set exact date, but you know I went there, had fun. It was a blast. And it was pretty cool. There was two local bands that opened up. I knew one of them, which was kind of cool. I worked with the drummer and the guitarist, which that was kind of cool seeing them perform live. It was cool. It was just a really, really good vibe. Packed house, and it was kind of interesting because it was a 21 and over show, and I think the difference between an all age show and a 21 and over show is well, aside from it being more of an adult crowd, less violent, I guess you could say. I mean, this isn't like like a thrasher death metal band. The best way I could describe these guys, if you want to take a listen to them, they're called Stabbing Westward. But yeah, as far as genre, I told you, like, industrial, so they have a lot of electronic music with a, alternative rock vibe going on. So, they're trying to think who I could compare them to, because they're really, I haven't heard anyone play this kind of music recently. So, I guess, for example, heavier than Nine Inch Nails, but not as heavy as Fear Factory. So, like, somewhere in between, like, they don't growl, they sing, actually. It's just cool, and I like that kind of music as opposed to other, genres of music out there. But this one, like industrial rock, I think it's a great combination, and it worked. And yeah, this was it was a fun night, and yeah, I don't know if I'll ever get that, same feel. I mean, I'm sure if some epic band, came around again, and I got a chance to see it, I would relive it all over again. But just saying that this was a really, really cool show. I love the vibe of live shows. As I get older, I kind of fall back in the background now. Like before. I mean, it depends. Most of the time I'm the front gate, front center. And I did that for like a lot in my life. But now that I'm older, I kind of like enjoy it. I don't pull my phone out as much as I did back in the day. I want to enjoy the show. Maybe headbang, here and there, but, just overall different approach, but, still appreciate it like I would have back in the day. And this was cool, But yeah, final thoughts. All in all, it was a great show. I don't think this will be my last show, but, for a while, like I said, I'm going to be kind of busy these upcoming months and weeks or whatever. I'm glad I got to see a band from my past, up close and personal. It was awesome, and yeah, something I won't forget, something that I'll carry, uh, and pass on to my kids and tell stories to other people about. They even did like a touching farewell, I guess, to the Troc. They played there obviously before, and reminisced about their shows back in the day and how they enjoyed I guess the Philadelphia scene. And it was cool. It was nice. Having a band like that with a huge track record, talking about Philly and especially that venue, the Trocadero, and, their time there and how they're going to miss it. The singer even said he kind of hoped someone would save it, some miracle millionaire who likes, concert halls could just, dish out some money, maybe buy up the Troc. It's wishful thinking. I don't know. But that would be awesome. If you feel like, sharing your stories, what was your favorite, concert? Or maybe not favorite, but like, what band that you grew up with that's no longer together, or maybe they have like a side group going on that you would love to see live today. Let me know. Shoot me a line here. Yeah, and that's pretty much the whole story. Just want to, share my experience with you and tell you how the night went. If you're listening to this, thanks again for taking the time out of your busy day to, hear me chat about a concert. And until next time, talk to you all later. Peace.